Urinary tract infections are extremely common. Around 1 in 2 women and 1 in 20 men will get a UTI in their lifetime. Plus, once you've had one UT challenge, you're way more susceptible to another in the future. That's why you just need Just Thrive's UT123. This product can actually prevent UTIs while maintaining your urinary tract health. UT123 targets both immediate and long-term relief. We've all heard to drink cranberry juice for your urinary tract, but did you know that for the full effects, you need the whole cranberry? Not just juice, but the skin, flesh, and even the seeds. Well, UT123 uses superior ingredients that utilizes the whole fruit. This supplement truly is the full package. So if you're someone who struggles with the constant urge to urinate, a burning feeling when you pee, pelvic pain, or just want to be proactive in your urinary health, Just Thrive is for you. Just Thrive is so confident you'll love their product that there is a 100% money-back guarantee on every purchase made through justthrivehealth.com. And for a limited time, you can save 20% off site-wide at justthrivehealth.com with promo code SEXWITHEMILY. That's justthrivehealth.com and use code SEXWITHEMILY for 20% off your order. You're going to love it. Listen, alcohol is just out in 2024. There is a rising trend of going alcohol-free or being sober curious, and alcohol, the truth is, it's just bad for you and can famously impair your sex life. So if you're looking for another way to unwind, relax, or just have fun, I cannot recommend Via's THC gummies enough. Via has gummies for every occasion. Whether it's to improve your sleep, I love their sleep gummies. I take them everywhere. Your mood or your focus. They even have an aphrodisiac gummy called High Love to boost my arousal levels. High Love has a unique blend of cannabinoids and aphrodisiac exotic herbs that are known for their libido enhancing effects. So I've been using Via for a while now, and I absolutely love them. They're a super trusted company. They use premium hemp, natural ingredients, and they're known for their premium indoor THCA flower. All their products are made here in the US. They got quick and discreet shipping to all 50 states, so you can all enjoy them, not to worry. And also super affordable. So head over to viahemp.com and use code Emily at checkout to save 15% off your order. That's VIIAHEMP.com. Use code Emily at checkout for 15% off your order and let me know what you think.
Look into his eyes. They're the eyes of a man obsessed by sex. Eyes that mock our sacred institutions. Bedroom eyes, they call them in a bygone day.
Hey, Emily, you got a boyfriend? Because my man E here, he just got his heart broken. He thinks you're kind of cute.
A girl's got to have her standards. Oh, my.
Do women know about shrinkage?
Isn't it common knowledge?
What do you mean, like laundry? It shrinks?
Can we not talk about sex so much?
Are you kidding me?
Oh my God, it feels so good.
Being bad feels pretty good. But you know, Emily's not the kind of girl you just play with.
You're listening to Sex with Emily. We're talking about sex, relationships, and everything in between. For more information, go to sexwithemily.com where you get all your sex information and relationship information. And whatever's on your mind, you will find the answers at Sex with Emily. And thanks, everyone, for becoming Friends with Benefits members. We totally appreciate your support of the show. We're doing 4 shows a week and more benefits for you in the new year, which is exciting. Hey, Menace, what's up?
What's going on? How you doing?
Happy Monday.
I know it's a Monday. I was very depressed on this Monday.
Why?
Very depressed.
Oh, no, why?
It's just too slow right now.
What's slow? Work?
This like work and everything. There's no, because I always have like
so much to look forward to, and then
like there's like a goal. Like there's
Right.
always a goal, and I always want to be motivated to do something. And right now there's just no goals to be had, you know?
That's so sad. That's so unlike you.
I hate that. I hate it.
Can you
It's
create
very
your own
I know.
goals?
Well, I was
Can
thinking
you work
about
for
that.
me?
Work for you? What do
I've
you
got
want?
goals.
I was actually going to try to work on something over the weekend for you, but I couldn't get to it. But I
Right,
am.
because you were drunk.
No, I wasn't drunk.
No. You
Did I
weren't
drink this weekend?
Oh,
I drank a little bit.
Yeah?
Yeah, nothing too crazy.
Nothing too crazy this weekend. No sex this weekend. Because you said you were going to try to have sex this weekend. I'm just curious.
No. I did have sex this
You
weekend.
did?
Yes.
Good. With who?
With why do we always have to say with who? Why don't we just describe the sexual
Describe
encounter?
her. Oh, how was the sexual encounter?
The sexual encounter was good.
Yeah? What made it good?
That I don't know. I spent a little more time making out than usual.
Oh, good. So she was a good kisser because I know you have issues with kissing.
Yeah. And so then it was it was ended up being a good encounter. Nothing too crazy. No like crazy positions or I wasn't tied up.
Flying
or
from the
anything
rafters
like that.
or anything.
Nothing
right.
like that. But I spent a little more extra time on making out.
Oh, that's good. Do you think it's because of the show? Because we talk about making out all the time?
No, just
He's like, no, I haven't learned shit from the show.
felt like it. But yeah, so yeah, I'm just like blah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I know,
I'll
but-
give you some challenges and goals after the show.
But
Yes.
there is a light at the end of the tunnel. One of my favorite things of the year, hopefully is going to be announced tomorrow,
Okay.
is Coachella.
I love
Which is
Coachella.
a music festival in Southern California. Every year I go, and people are going crazy because the lineup's supposed to be announced.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
Do we know, have we heard who we think it's going to be?
rumors are Radiohead,
Cool.
No Doubt, Justice. I'm thinking Lil Wayne, maybe,
Okay.
because they usually have like a big rapper there,
Right?
And last year they had Kanye West, and the year before
Oh,
it was
cool.
Jay-Z, and they already had Wiz Khalifa.
Right.
And I'm just trying to think of people that are at that level,
Right.
and I can only think Lil Wayne or Nicki Minaj are at that level right now.
Right. Okay. So you find out
So-
tomorrow. I want to go this year. I know I only
Yeah.
went once and it was awesome.
Yeah.
That's when I had sex backstage. You remember that story?
Yeah, yeah. But
Super
it's
fun. That's my
so-
biggest memory from there.
So
But the
that's
music
cool
was good
because-
too.
Yeah, so that'll get me happy again because there'll be goal. And we're like, okay, I got to find my hotels. I got to plan like what kind of.
God, you really have nothing going on right now.
Yeah.
Like that's so, to me, it's never happened. Like I've never been like, oh, I'm good. It's all taken
It
care
makes
of.
me
No goals.
depressed. It makes you depressed. That's why, like, I always want to work. Like, I don't want to.
Right.
I always tell people if I won the lotto, like I would show up to the work.
I
would
know
show up
the
to
next
work
day. Yeah,
I
you
would-
totally would. You're totally a workaholic.
Yeah.
And I am too, but my list just goes on and on and on. But and there are some things you can help me with. So I'm going to add some things to your to-do list, to don't list, because you have nothing on it.
Okay.
No, really, some new projects for Sex with Emily. But yeah,
What happened with you this weekend?
with
then?
this weekend, I went to my sober birthday party, and not mine, but
boring.
yeah, because all my friends are doing sober January. It's like the new thing.
Yeah.
Everyone's like sober. It's kind of different. It's interesting, you go home earlier. My friend made this amazing dinner. She made filet, and she made potatoes and baked potatoes, which I love, like a potato bar and like all different things put on it. And yeah, it was fun. It was this guy I've been dating, his birthday, and we had fun, but we were not drinking. And some people were drinking. Not everyone wasn't drinking, but we're
How
not
does
drinking.
he not
January.
drink on his birthday?
Exactly. Every year he does sober January and doesn't drink on his birthday.
That sounds like an effing nightmare.
I know. Well, you can celebrate in February. But I just, I feel I have a lot of energy. I was really productive this weekend. I got a lot done around my house. You just have to I have to clear shit out, clear stuff out all the time. And I went through all my vibrators because, I always talk about, I get tons and tons of sex toys sent to me. And I've tried some once or twice and I liked them. I didn't like them. But there's something I really liked that I forgot about. So I literally pulled them all out on the floor. I'm so glad no one walked into my house. And I cleaned them and I need to get new batteries for them. I have lists. I'm AAA
Wow.
batteries, AA batteries, those little round batteries. What are those called? Those little round ones?
The watch batteries?
Yeah.
just
They
the
look
metal
like
ones?
watch
Yeah.
batteries. Where do you get those?
Anywhere?
A lot of my vibrators are charged by those, and some charge on the wall, like all the Jimmy Jane vibrators
Mm-hmm.
are plug in the wall. So I organized my house. It felt very good. Played with my dog, went on a run. So I used to be a marathon runner. Haven't run in a long time, 8 years, 5 to 8 years. Haven't run.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Run here and there, but not that much. But I took her on a 30-minute run. That's going to solve all my problems, getting my dog exercise and running again. So that felt good. So it's kind of healthy.
What I used to do is just get on a skateboard and have the dog pull me. And
Oh,
by the
that's
time
smart.
he was done, that dog just went to sleep.
Yeah, but
right
I'd
after.
fall off the skateboard and kill myself. I don't have those kind of mad
Get some
skills.
real roller skates or something. Some
That's
roller
okay. Do
skates.
people rollerblade anymore? Why don't
I
they?
actually was just talking about this weekend because my buddy, he was really big into it, and the scene is not as big as it used to be. People really got back into skateboarding and BMX riding.
Oh, okay. I thought rollerblade was kind of fun. Remember in Golden Gate Park, they used to have all those people out there on the weekends, dancing,
Yeah.
doing all. Do they still do that? They rollerblade all weekend.
Yeah, I
Have you ever
don't
seen
think
that?
so. But
sad.
I remember it, though.
I got to bring back the rollerblades. And I also did that. And then I had the sober birthday party, went for a run. Yeah, it was all good. And today's show, we're going to be talking about breasts.
About
Everything
breasts.
you need to know about touching the breasts, how to please a woman with her breasts. I think they're misunderstood.
Just dive
There's some
right
myths
into
about the
them.
breast. We're going to get into the breast. Don't dive right in and don't ignore them. Guys, I feel like breasts are totally misunderstood. I feel like there's this huge hypocritical thing when it comes to breasts that men are like, I love boobs. I'm a boob guy. I'm a good boob guy. And then they touch your boobs once when you're dating or twice, and then they forget about your boobs and they go right for your vagina. And I'm like, you know what? Pay more attention with the boobs. Like, stay on the boobs more. Some women, the second most common orgasm is a nipple orgasm.
I love the boobs.
So, yeah, but do you pay attention to the boobs that much?
I do. I just, initially you can't. You have to, pretend that you're not really into them.
What do you mean? In what planet do you pretend you're not into them?
Because girls, they kind of get upset.
Oh, you mean when you're not fooled around yet?
When you go right for them, like in the beginning, initially.
Right. But once you start fooling around,
after a while, not like the first couple times, you can't just be diving into them. Because,
yes, you can. What do you dive into then?
Because they're like, oh, he's all about my boobs.
Dude, if a guy was all about my boobs, I'd give him a medal.
Okay.
I'd be totally fine with that.
Hold on 1 second. Can you click the red X on that thing? Yeah, we're not going to use that. Just turn it off. Sweet. Okay. Everything else is cool.
Everything else is cool. So I just want to say, everyone, you can follow me on Twitter and Facebook, which is Sex with Emily. Because I forget to plug that all the time. And you're White Menace.
Just White
Twitter
Menace.
And Facebook. Just White Menace. Just the White Menace.
Yeah, follow me on Instagram too, though.
I
don't want to hear it.
I ordered my iPhone. It's coming 2 days from now. I ordered it. I paid for it. Dude, I did it. That was another thing I did. Sober January. I'm knocking stuff off my list. I went to the store, ordered it. It's gonna be there here in 2 days. I just got an email. They shipped to your iPhone has shipped.
Okay.
Do you believe me?
And then you're gonna complain and whine that you hate it.
No, I won't. I won't. Well, really?
Yeah.
Because it's harder?
No, you just do that every time you get something new.
I know. It's hard. I don't like change. I don't like change with my technology. I mean, even though I hate my phone, I'm just my phone that I currently have. And then also, we are giving away copies of my book, Hot Sex, over 200 Things You Can Do Tonight. You can try tonight. And I want to know why you think you need a copy of the book. If you need a copy of the book, think you want it, email me, feedback@sexwithemily.com, because we're going to be giving away a few copies in the next week. And the book is doing really well. They're selling. I know. And I'm actually meeting with my publisher about a new book that I'm writing, a second book.
Wow.
Next week, I'm going to write a relationship book.
Relationship book.
That's funny, right? Ironic.
Very
He's not in a relationship. Is going to write about relationships. You know,
let me know if you need
those who can't do teach. Have you ever heard that before?
Yes. Let me know if you need any Cliff Notes.
I will let you know. And then we have a new poll up. We did a show last week on first dates. This is, what is your first date deal breaker? So be A, showing up without a plan. B, rude to the waiter. C, splitting the bill. D, talking about their ex. What would be your first date deal breaker if you had to pick one?
I don't think guys care too much if you talk about your ex. I mean, they don't want to hear it, but that's I believe that with women, that's like number one thing you don't do, because they take that to heart.
Yeah, we're like, oh my God.
Because you guys are very competitive. That's why.
We're not competitive, but we're like, if you say you hate her, it's like you're in love with her. If you say you're really good friends, you're still in love with her. You just can't win. So just don't talk about it. Like, take the ex off the table. Talk about something else. Like we said, like, you don't, not like there's some magical script of things that you need to talk about on the first date, but say, what'd you do today? How was your day? What's going on? I mean, we're not saying there's anything magical to talk about, but don't talk about your ex. Not interesting. Not interested. It's too much, and their mind starts going, and you get a pit in your stomach. I hate when I don't want to hear about your ex on the first date. So that's our new poll.
Oh, I went grocery shopping over the weekend too, by the way.
Oh, how was that, Menace? What'd you buy?
Trader Joe's. I'm sorry for we have a lot of international listeners. They probably don't have Trader Joe's and wherever you happen to be.
Right.
But they have the champagne, or as well as sparkling wine. It's like $6.99 and it's super good. I recommend it.
You upgraded from the $2 Chuck.
I do have some Charles Schwa. Or Schwa, whatever you say.
The $2 Chuck wine is this infamous Trader Joe's wine that is
it's
$2.
$2 is
for a bottle of wine. It's like cheaper than getting like a frozen burrito.
Yeah,
you might as well just drink your meals from now on.
This is what I don't understand: why more homeless people who drink all the time here in the city that they don't go and get the $2 Chuck. Like, class it up a little bit.
I don't know. I don't know. You're right. Maybe you should go around and do a service for them and help the homeless and be like, you know what you should really do with your alcoholism problem? You should be buying the cheaper wine.
You can get 12 bottles for $20. That's like That's like 2 bottles. For
that would
free.
last you a weekend, I think, at least.
Yeah,
that would be awesome. I don't like the $2 chuck, and it's not that I'm being a wine snub.
yeah. If I
unless
put
wine
$2
snub.
chuck in a different bottle, you wouldn't even know the
Not
difference.
true, and I don't even want to see that bottle, that Charles Shaw. I don't like it.
It's
I truly
$2.
don't like it.
I don't like it.
It's a $2 because I'm such a snob. It's not true. Not
It's
true.
totally true.
So not true.
They've tested it. Like people couldn't tell the difference.
I can tell the difference.
The Charles Schwab is the same wine from these fancy ones. It's just the runoff.
Just the left. It's the runoff.
Yeah.
I don't want runoff. I don't want the runoff wine they didn't use. I don't want like the. It's like having
Oh my
like the.
God, I'm so above
It's like when you
it.
go to those bad Chinese restaurants and you get like the bad parts of the chicken. Like I don't want the bad parts of the grape or the wine or the runoff or anything.
It's so
just
good.
rather not. I'd rather not. But I'm glad that you're enjoying it. That's good, Menace.
I am enjoying it.
That's good.
I'm running out of Justin Timberlake's tequila, by the way, the 901. So you have the special order.
Where do you
that
get it?
thing. Huh?
How do you? Is it really expensive or?
No, it's like $40-something, but you have to like find a place that'll order it for you.
Oh, you can't even order it yourself online?
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. And then, do you know what's weird? Because Justin Timberlake and Jessica Biel
got engaged,
but before that happened, they had this little time apart, and this must be weird because the brother of Jessica Biel was working for 901 Tequila.
Oh.
And then, I don't know, somehow he stopped working for the company. And then he released this video where he's just talking so much about how Justin Timberlake doesn't support it, ever talk about it, doesn't help with distribution. That's why it's doing so bad. Like, he doesn't care.
Wow, he did a video like on YouTube?
Yeah, and it like went crazy online everywhere. It went on TMZ, of course. And so now they're engaged. So I wonder how the holiday party.
That is not cool to try. You never trash anyone's ex because, especially if you're a family member, because people always get back together. They get back together, and it's like whenever you're like, "Oh, glad you dumped that bitch." The next thing you know, he's back together with her, or vice versa. You can't. You got to be very careful.
With women, you guys get back with exes like crazy.
Yeah, totally. Everyone does. I mean, a lot of people do. So don't trash anyone's ex until you're sure it's done and they've moved on. Otherwise, you feel bad. It's like pie in your face, and then they don't want to tell you they're back together, and they don't want to tell you anything about the person because they think you hate them because you're like, yeah, I'm glad you dumped that dick, whatever. So be careful about that. That happened to me once.
Really?
Well, I broke up with this guy. This was like when I was like 23. I was dating this guy, and I was for like 2 years, and I loved him. He was like the love of my life. I still to this day. And I don't know if it's because I was younger. When you're younger, you can really just like fall in love, and your heart's so open. And I don't know, when you get older, you're just a little more jaded.
Jaded or
perhaps
black-hearted like you are.
Yeah, I'm black-hearted. Cool. Black widow. But I was like madly in love, whatever. We broke up. My friend was like, I never liked you guys together anyway. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm glad. And then we got back together like a week later, and she was like, oh, sorry. I'm like, so you don't like us together. So you just got to be careful. I know. You just got to be careful what you say. Burn, burn, burn. So, yeah. And then what other sex in the news? Could we just have one story today, but did you read anything in your
in the sexy
perusings in your
No, I go on TMZ a lot. I can't even keep up with it, but it's like, T.O., who's a famous football player, he has like so many babies mamas, and
oh right,
Ocho Cinco, he is another football player. He's having issues. He's getting back with some other chick. I don't know. I can't even.
Man, if you're an athlete, I get why guys like growing up they want to be athletes, but I don't think they realize it's because they're going to get so much tail. I was going to say something else, but athletes get so much action.
Yeah.
I think when you're younger, you're like, I just want to be a baseball player because that looks really cool. But you're like, oh, I'm going to get a baseball player and I'm going to get laid. Like when you're 7, you don't know that. But truly, like all these athletes just win. And I have friends in LA because I don't know why. It seems like an LA thing. But they only date athletes, like, are they
only...
look
at Kim Kardashian. It seems like she only dates athletes.
Right. But why? Because they're hot and they have great bodies or what?
Yeah, maybe.
And make a lot of money. I've never dated an athlete. No, never my thing. Not that I wouldn't, but I never like focused on that goal. It wasn't a goal. A genre of a man, like an athlete. Like I've never been like, oh, I like athletes or like whatever. But that is a thing that people do. So the only sex news I have today, not the only, but the most important, is the oldest women have the most exciting sex lives, say science.
Is it whores?
According to a scientifically crucial new study, women over 80, no, I'm talking old.
Yeah, I know. They just don't care.
Have totally enviable sex lives. There's a study that came out that says the youngest, over 45, and the oldest, 80 years old women reported a higher frequency of orgasm satisfaction. What? You don't want to think about an 80-year-old having sex?
No way.
Although the youngest women had the highest frequency of orgasm, 47.6, 37% of the oldest women reported reaching orgasm almost always or always. The oldest women were also found to have the highest satisfaction when it comes to sex.
Well,
So,
I mean, they've had a ton of practice.
they've had a
that's why.
ton of practice, but
They know what they
but I'm
like.
glad people are still banging into their golden years. I think that everyone
More
should.
power to them. I just don't like the visual. That's all.
I know. You don't have to think about your grandmother having sex right now. You could just take that out. So, yeah, that's what we got. We got some emails, too, we can get into.
Emails from the people.
From the peeps. You
Are
can always
these-
email feedback at sexwithemily.com. We love getting your emails. What?
I was
What are
about
you
to
gonna
say, these aren't emails that we read before, right?
That was just a mistake the other day. We had read one email twice, and it was actually a really good email
Yeah.
about the vibrating panties. So I didn't. Some people miss a show here and there. They can't read them all. So
Cool.
no, these have never been read,
All right.
never been seen before until now. New Year's. This one's about New Year's. Hey, Emily. Thanks for such a great year of shows in 2011. You really delivered for us this year. The video podcasts 4 days a week have been a huge upgrade for us listeners, and you've truly delivered content that has made a difference in my relationship. Thank you for everything. Here is your daily compliment. Love how you value your friendships so highly. I think they are the highest level of a relationship, even higher than the sexual ones. Keep up the awesome work in 2012, Paul. How nice is that?
Why'd you put a line through it?
Because it means I read it.
Yeah, but with so much
I
enthusiasm.
loved it. Well, okay.
Because
I'll tell
it
you
was
why I loved it.
complimenting. That's why.
And he listens to the show and he knows I love my compliments. So he's like, here's your daily compliment. And we don't hear, we do hear a lot of good things from the people, but it's just like he's a fan. And I know this guy, Paul, he's written over the years a bunch. And I just appreciate people that stick with us, man. They stick with us and they love us. They listen 4 days a week.
Thank you,
It's
Paul.
a big commitment.
That is. I wonder what. Remember, we used to ask people what how they listen to the show.
Yeah.
I want to start doing that again in 2012.
Do it right now.
Do you listen through Stitcher? Do you download through iTunes? Do you go to sexwithemily.com to listen?
We have a survey asking this very question that
Really?
people can answer. Yeah,
Okay.
it's on my Sex with Emily page on Facebook. So go there. You scroll down a little bit because it's not at the top anymore. We have 10 questions we're asking you. It'll take you 3 minutes to fill out. And we just want to know how you listen to the show, what you like, what you don't like, because we're trying to make improvements in the new year. We want the show to be better, stronger, even better than it already is.
Yeah.
So fill out our quiz, our poll.
Definitely, we started a new thing in 2012 with the audio podcast
Yes.
of changing the audio, which is
Audio is going to be a lot better.
way better
It is already better.
already.
We already rocked the world. And we did our first Sirius show on Friday night. Sirius
Yeah.
XM. We were on every Friday night at 6 o'clock Pacific, 9 o'clock Eastern. We're going to be on Extreme Talk 165.
A lot of people, when I mentioned Sirius, people got excited
Yeah.
about that.
I know. It's exciting.
because the people that have Sirius
Right.
are like hardcore fans.
Right. Totally.
So-
I have Sirius. I do like it a lot. And so it was pretty exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So here we go. Interviewing women on the show. That's the topic. Hi, Emily and Menace. I just want to comment that I loved the episode y'all did with your assistant, where she answered questions about her current relationship and how it came to be. Kudos to her for being bold enough to tell the world. Emily was lovely as always, and Menace had me cracking up with his enthusiastic questions. I hope y'all are able to do more shows like this with different interns or just women of different ages and relationship status. Love you guys and keep the great work. Katie from Dallas. She's a premium Friends with Benefits member.
I love talking to the interns.
I know, me too.
I want to talk to one right now because I've been following her on Instagram.
Oh,
And she has some very interesting photos on there that I would like to ask her about.
Tiana?
Do you mind being on the show?
Tiana, get up.
Come
Walk over
on.
here. No pressure, but
No
come over
pressure.
here. Here's Tiana. We're going to ask her some questions.
Okay, wait. Grab the microphone over there.
This is what microphone works.
This microphone sucks, so I'm going to have to really turn it up loud. All right. Can you bend it over? There you go.
Okay, can you move the camera back?
Yeah, I'll
okay,
move
this
the camera
is
back.
Tiana, my lovely intern, one of my lovely interns.
Okay. Whoa. All right. Little loud. Okay. You don't have to touch it anymore.
Okay.
Just talk into it.
Hi.
Hi, sweet girl.
Oh, there you are. Okay, sweet.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
How was your New Year's?
My New Year's was actually really fun. I partied in the city with a bunch of friends.
Yeah. Did you
Went
make
to
out with
West.
anyone at midnight?
I did.
How
no
was that?
sex. No sex. But I did make out. I mean, he's really cute. He's some Turkish guy.
I know, that's right. The Turkish guy.
Did you hang out with him again?
Yeah. I hung out with him again on a trip I just went on this weekend.
That's what I wanted to ask you about because it looked like, where were you? Were you
Tahoe.
in Tahoe?
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was Tahoe.
Yeah.
And it looked like you were hanging out with some guy by the water and like playing in the snow. How was that
Turkish
going?
Yeah, the Turkish guy.
Yeah?
The same guy. I don't know. He's trying to have sex with me all night, and he was like,
Well, of course, because, hello, I'm not going to go on a 6-hour car ride up to the snow and hang out with some chick and not
There
have
was
sex
no
with-
snow.
There was no snow, actually.
There's no snow? It
That's
looks
not
like
the
there was
point.
snow.
The point is, you
Okay.
went away
Really
with the
cool.
guy for the weekend, and he tried
I
to
didn't
sleep
just go
you.
with him, though. I went with my girlfriends, and he was like friends with them. Like, it was like all international people. So they're all speaking different languages. I'm like the only American there, and they just adore me.
Oh, of course they adore
like
you,
American.
sweet girl. So what's with the guy? So you didn't want to have sex with him?
I don't like to have sex that quick.
Yeah, good for you. You should
It's just
wait.
like I don't know. I'm not like that. I don't like to just like sleep with somebody.
Wait, stop slamming your hand real
sorry.
quick. Sorry.
I'm just kidding, really.
Getting nervous because of the question?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, no, I thought you were
Well,
like...
because I told him, he's like, "What do you do?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm like a PA intern for the show," and he's gonna look it up and listen to watch.
He is.
What?
Well, he's got to pay to
I
listen
won't
to
talk about
the
it. I'm
show.
just gonna get a big ego.
But do you like him?
Then I fix my dress. He's cool. He's fun, but I don't know if I like him crazy about it.
Is he a good kisser?
He's okay. He's okay.
Yeah, sounds great.
Oh, no. No, because it just seemed like when I was looking on Instagram that
Yeah,
you
I
were
love
just like,
Instagram.
you were on this, it looked like this getaway vacation with some
It
guy.
was. It
But
was.
it just seemed like you didn't look like anybody else was around there. It was just you and pictures and some guy.
There's no guy. It pictured me and the guy.
It looked like it when
No.
I was looking.
It
Then
looks
how did
like-
how did I know?
How
I
did
don't
Menace
he
know?
guessed. I don't know.
I just guessed?
No, there was no pictures of you with the guy. The Menace just guessed.
Not with a guy.
No, there's pictures of some guy on there. It just
Really?
yeah. You were drunk. Did you drink?
No, I drank. No, they were drinking Four Loko. Have you ever had that?
Oh no.
Oh my god,
Don't
I
drink Four Loko.
I
I don't-
don't. I didn't drink it.
I
I'm a
don't drink.
wino. I'll just drink wine.
Yeah.
But and stuff. But
So not really a love connection then.
I know. No.
No?
Because he was so forceful about having.
Ugh, that is such a turd off.
and then
Was he
we
like
were
sticking his
sleeping.
peanut? Was he trying to stick your? Did you put your hand? Did he put your hand on his erect penis over his pants?
No.
No, I
guys
felt
don't do
it.
that.
And then like.
Dude, guys do that all the time. It's so annoying. Like, feel my hard penis.
That's hard. That's old school shit.
Yeah,
Dude.
he didn't do that.
What do you mean old school? Guys do that all the time. I don't care what their age is.
Nah, guys don't do that anymore. They usually get a little handsy. Correct or no?
Yeah, he was. It was funny because like I slept next to him. Like, it's just
Wow.
next to him. Well, because there was like not that many beds there and stuff.
Okay.
So we were like sleeping, and then like we were like making out, whatever. I was drinking and whatever. We were making out, and then like we were laying there, and then he was I was like put my hand under the pillow like to sleep, and I found condoms like under the pillow.
Yes.
Oh God,
Yes.
he was planning.
Yes.
And then I go, who do you think you are? Like, who do you think you are? And everyone in the room starts laughing.
He was like pre-planned. Wait, everyone in the room. So you were
Oh, my
sharing.
God.
Yeah, and everyone starts busting up.
I would have been
like,
horrified.
Like everyone's like, I'm like, who do you think you are? Like, do you think I'm just gonna sleep with you? He's like, no, I just want to be safe. I want to be safe. And I'm like, okay, like.
Oh my
no, I
God.
give him props because like it's cool that he brought condoms. That's cool.
It is good to have condoms,
Yeah,
but he sticks
that's,
them under the
that's
pillow.
awesome. But at the same time, I'm like, dude, like, what do you think?
So-
and then after that, I was like,
Did he go at least fellatio?
At least is the fellatio. You go down on the
but I was
penis.
promoting you a lot because I kept asking me, they're like, oh,
Well, that's probably why he thought you were down.
Yeah,
because you're
yeah.
like you work on the sex show.
and he's like, you're a tease.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Honey, I'm glad you didn't sleep with this guy. I don't like him.
No, he's really nice.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
sounds
but-
like that. Well, he was drinking.
How
He's
many
a
times- he
guy.
sounds like that. He's
guys
Turkish,
get
it's
horny.
fine.
I don't get mad about it. It's like I grew up with I have a brother. I grew up with guys. I don't have.
You're just
I'm
not that
used
into
to that.
him.
I know how
don't
guys
think.
are. It is just no. I like him. He's cool, but I'm not like crazy about him.
Okay.
I haven't known him that long to. be
Right, it's been since New Year's,
Yeah.
but I'm
he's
proud of
cool.
him.
If he's listening, you're cool. I don't,
Yeah, we love you.
he's a cool
Nice
dude.
job with the condoms, but that was a little kind of. You probably should have left him under your pillow.
Oh
Yeah, they were
God.
under my pillow, and I was just like,
Look, just face it. If a guy is gonna take this long car ride and he
There were
made
other
it,
girls there.
yeah, I know, but also you made out with him on New Year's, then of course he's gonna go for it, and he's from Turkey. He's like it's like do or die. Basically,
He's
like
from Turkey.
Yeah, because he's gonna go back home to his motherland. He's never gonna see you again. So
no,
he's like,
he lives here, right?
but is he or is he just a
living here for
student?
years.
He's a permanent resident then.
He works here.
Oh, I mean, but anyways, a guy, he's just gonna go for it.
Do you think that going away for a weekend means that you're going to sleep together? Always, typically,
Yes.
like a guy would think that.
Yes, he's
don't
gonna
know.
prepare. He's gonna at least try.
Clearly prepared.
He obviously brought condoms, so
Yeah.
He thought
I'm
he was
proud of
getting
you for
some
not
action from me.
caving into
I was
pressure.
kinda like, I didn't sleep with him.
Oh,
I
God.
feel good when actually I know this sounds really crazy, but like when I have control.
Yes, you
and
have
I feel
to keep
actually
the
like,
control.
you know what? I didn't give it up. But I mean, I love sex, but it's like I'm real selective.
You should be.
So
As you should be. I don't want you to
but I had a great time. We were like 20 people in the hot tub. Like
naked.
I got a little crazy a little bit.
Ooh,
Wow.
naked intern in the hot tub.
I'm not naked, but I was getting like I had my bra on.
Yeah,
Wow.
that sounds
It was
fun.
fun. It was fun. And
Did you and your girlfriends make out at all?
No.
Oh,
Oh,
the
she
hesitation.
paused. Yeah, you made out with your
No,
girlfriend.
we kissed.
With their bras and
They're
panties
from
on.
like Portugal and Italy.
Why did you invite Menace?
I know. I could have directed the whole.
You're from where? Brazil?
They're all. I was only American. They're all from like different, like French.
She was with she kissed Brazilians and Portuguese.
No, I would have directed the whole weekend.
To them, kissing
They
is
speak
like
Portuguese.
normal. They like.
Yeah.
like-
Oh yeah, it's no big deal.
But there's only tongue.
I'm not. I'm sure.
Not at the time.
Well,
It's cool.
That's good, Tiana. Good for you. And
least-
are there any other men in the roster lined up for 2012?
Yeah. I like the musicians.
The musicians. That's your
Oh,
thing.
God.
Like some women like sport
Good luck with
athletes.
I like.
Everyone
hanging out
else
with
likes the
them.
musicians too, and the musicians like themselves so much. And you got to be
I've been
careful.
hanging out with this guy. He's really cool. He's a really talented musician. And he's like, we're going on a. He's like wants to take me to Muir Woods. Have you guys?
Oh
been
yeah,
there?
totally.
I've never been.
A
Over
guy
the
wants to
bridge.
take you to woods.
Muir
Be careful.
Woods. No,
Be
I've heard it's really
careful.
pretty.
Make sure there's
We're
a
gonna go
machete.
on a little hike.
No, hiking in Muir Woods is beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful spots in Northern California.
But we're just friends. Like we're just hanging out.
We're just friends
Okay.
hanging out in the woods. Okay.
Cool. Just watch
Good time.
out. Not to knock musicians, but I've been around musicians like more than half of my life, and been around girls that dated musicians forever. And it doesn't work probably 85% of the time. But you're a woman, you're not going to listen to me anyway, so go do what you want.
They're focused on their work, their music, and they get a lot of people, women, throwing themselves.
Yeah, no
at
matter what level position they are.
But she's a hot little number, so she's pretty smart. He might want her.
You
Who
got
knows?
to, just make sure you're the boss then, if you're going to deal with a musician.
Don't give it up to him too quickly. Either. Don't give it up in the woods when you're in
Or
the
like,
woods.
oh, you know how to play the banjo. That's so hot. Let's have sex. Or like accordion.
I dated a guy once just because he was a musician. I did that in college. He was a musician, and his music wasn't even that good, but he was so hot. So I was in love with him. He played the drums for this stupid cover band in college, and it wasn't even great. But I had a class with him. I had a crush on him for 2 years. I had a class with him, and I was so excited. He asked me on a date, and he was so boring. He didn't talk. He didn't say a word. And I realized that I was only into him because he was on stage, and I saw him. And I went out with him like way too many times for him being so boring, but I kept waiting for him to be more interesting because he's a musician, but it doesn't mean that they're so interesting just because he can play the drums.
Yeah.
Okay, well, good luck to you.
see.
Keep us posted what happens with the
you-
walk in Muir Woods. Be safe. Bring your pepper spray.
No,
Yeah.
he's my friend. I'm like
Bring
he's
gun.
actually been my friend for a couple years. Like,
And you haven't hooked up yet?
No, we haven't.
Once.
No, we haven't.
Made out a couple times.
It isn't made out.
Yeah. Made out. Maybe fellatio.
Touch your boobies. Maybe just fellatio. Speaking of boobies, we're going to get into some boob talk.
All right, cool. All right, nice talking
Okay,
with
thanks,
you.
Tiana. Thanks so much.
Sorry, I thought I had juicy. I thought I had a juicy insight from the pictures she gave me.
Oh, Instagram. I can't wait to get on that.
It was a false story that was being given to me on Instagram that she was
She's
on a love
portray-
getaway
Right.
over by the lake, making out with some hot Turkish guy.
Yeah, well, that's partially true.
Yeah,
Turkish guy who came all too prepared. Okay.
I like the part that he brought multiple condoms.
I know, there was just
F
one condom
one,
there.
dude.
Yeah,
Just
he's like, let's just.
I'm taking you to Pound Town all weekend by the
Pound
lake.
Town. Jesus, you really say that. I love Pound Town. It's hilarious. Okay. I'm taking you to Pound Town. I'm bringing it. I've got so many condoms right now from Lifestyles. They said, like, I'm going to bring you some.
You didn't give me none.
Come on,
I like making
over.
bloom animals.
I'll bring you over some when we do our thing at 3.
Okay.
We got a meeting. So I'll bring you some. Do you use condoms?
Yeah.
I hope
course.
so.
I need...
You need extra large?
I need extra large, ultra ribbed. I need that has the tip reservoir on the end. You know all those different kinds?
No, you don't. What do you is there a kind that you really like?
No.
Okay.
But I can tell you the first one I ever used.
Right, because you had a hard time getting it on, right?
No. Oh, yeah. Well, I never really ended up having sex that one time.
That's so sweet.
Real quick story. I was too afraid to buy condoms. I sent my autistic friend to go in to buy condoms.
Truly he's autistic? Or
he's truly autistic.
Okay.
And he was wearing a hoodie and glasses. He looked like the Unabomber.
Okay.
And he was deathly afraid to buy him. He goes in there and he buys them for me. I didn't even look at the box. Later on, I tried to have sex, and I was trying to figure out why the hell am I having so much trouble having sex. Turn on the light, look at the condoms, and the condoms aren't lubricated.
Oh.
They're unlubricated condoms. Who in the hell buys unlubricated condoms? What are those used for?
I don't know. People have allergies and they can't have the lubricants.
I don't know, but it was a nightmare. But
sorry.
anyways, when I was successful at having sex for the first time.
Last week?
For the first time last week, it was amazing. It lasted 5 seconds. I used the it was a tuxedo condom.
I don't remember this.
It's by it's by Lifestyles.
Oh, okay,
condom.
cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I have other lifestyle condoms that I will bring you if you remind me today. I don't know. It depends. There's those condoms that are too short, it seems, on some men. They fall off. Maybe the guys I date just have large penises. Hey, large penises. Not that it matters.
Can I ask you, has any of your parents ever found a condom or a family member found a condom?
No, never have. But I haven't lived with my family in forever. Has yours?
No, but I got blamed for one. I took the blame for one of my friends who
had sex in your parents' bed or something?
No. But he left the condom in his room, and he said it was my condom, and I took the heat for it because his parents were super religious. His dad was like basically a priest, so I said, "All right." Yeah, it was me.
And then they wouldn't let you be friends anymore?
No, they let me
like
be friends, but I just had to have a freaking talk with the guy.
Right. Well, I did get busted, actually. The first time I had sex, I was 17 years old in a waterbed, in my boyfriend's brother's waterbed. Like this really old, janky waterbed. Who has waterbeds anymore? Anyone? No. But the point is, we had sex for the first time, and we took the condom off. And the sex was mediocre. I barely remember, but it's an intense moment for women. But it wasn't like it felt particularly great. But the point is, we took the condom off, we left the room, and his brother, like a week later, found the condom like on the side of the waterbed. And he's like, "Were you having sex in my bed?" Because I think that my boyfriend at the time thought that the waterbed would be super smooth moves. But then he pulls out this condom and it wasn't good. It's right. Okay,
it's terrible. I always know where the condoms are.
And the wrapper.
And I always know where the hair ties are because you guys leave those on purpose.
It's true.
On the ground.
No, we
everywhere.
don't.
They're called landmines, and I find those fuckers everywhere. You cannot, no matter where you try to hide them in my room, I will find your hair tie.
I know. I've got hair ties all over my house.
Putting a warning out there.
What do you think that women leave behind their hair ties?
Of course.
They don't leave them behind. That's such a myth that women leave. Well, that's not true. Some women probably do leave stuff behind on purpose. So they'll be like, "Oh, I have to go back and get my earring," but I don't. I've never done that. But the hair ties are all over my house. They're my hair ties. But I know what you're saying. They drop.
I have
hair gel.
I have hair ties. I have earrings. I have rings
from random chicks.
Yeah, and then they always say, "Oh, when we meet up again, I'll get it." I'm like, okay,
yeah,
fine.
Right. Even though I'm never going to see you again, and I just deleted your phone number.
Yeah, one of them just got married, so I don't think I'm gonna.
Well, it's so funny.
I feel weird giving.
Does
her
every
earrings.
guy have a drawer of women's stuff that's been left over? Because I know that my ex in LA, the used car salesman, he's seemingly used car salesman, though he's not. I found in his house an entire drawer, and it wasn't like a small drawer. It was a big drawer with like 5-6 pairs of underwear, tons of jewelry.
Underwear I throw out.
Yeah.
I'm not going to keep underwear that's...
No, he leaves it. He keeps it. It was gross. And it was like, this was after we broke up when we were friends, and I was like going in his door to get something. Swear to God, wasn't snooping. And it was like, I've never seen such a potpourri of like women's underwear, women's garments. So I wonder if every guy has like the random one earring, one bracelet, one sock, one piece of one panty.
I mean, if it's jewelry, I feel bad. I don't. You know, I know nothing about
anything
jewelry.
Cute. Should I come over and go shopping in your
Maybe
jewelry
the
drawer?
earrings are kind of cool.
Oh.
I don't think she's ever going to come back for those. Should check those. But yeah, I just keep them in a place just in case.
You never know.
You know,
right?
Jewelry might have sentimental value.
True.
Hair ties and underwear. I'm sorry, you need to call it a loss.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. I wonder. I'm sure I've left underwear at guys' houses.
I did find a pair of underwear one time when I came back from my house on the ground, and I came back to my house with another chick, and I walked to the side of my bed, and there was a pair of underwear there, and I was like, "Holy shit, what the fuck do I do?" So I grabbed it, and without her looking, I stuck it in the middle of the bed, and I totally forgot about it, and it was under there honestly for like a year and a half in the middle of the bed after like. I started like getting serious with somebody and like dating them forever. Like,
and then she found it.
She never found it because it was in between the mattresses, you know? And it was a brand new mattress, so you don't have to like flip it, you know. But like so many times when you like pulled out the sheets and stuff like that, could have totally found it.
Yeah, totally.
I would have been murdered.
It's true. The underwear always pop out. It's true. I know. I've left underwear. I don't know why women leave underwear there. Like, you came with underwear on, you had sex. Why aren't you putting the underwear on when you leave?
Sometimes you can't find it and you just want to leave.
That's true. You want to get the hell out of there. Like, did I really sleep with him? Like, keep my panties.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened to me because I have lost underwear over the years and bras. I lose bras too. It's a bummer.
I woke up next day having underwear in my pocket for some reason. Like a girl's underwear in my pocket.
You had it in your pocket when you woke up in the morning?
And I had my jeans on. Which is very weird.
That's very weird, Menace. That's one of your blackout sex moments. I don't know how that happened.
It's kind of odd.
That is odd. Maybe she was wearing a skirt and you slipped her panties off surreptitiously somewhere and stuck them in your...
Yeah, maybe. Or she said, hey, hold on to these for me. I said, all right, fine.
You're like, fine, whatever, sell them away. Okay, we're going to get into breasts because we just got a few more minutes. And I
love
think
breasts.
Do you? Are you breast man or butt man if you had to choose?
No, I mean, I don't freak out over any different type part of the body because, like, you know, some guys are really into, you know, asses.
Right.
And some guys are really into breasts. I like a girl that has a nice pair of thighs. Thighs are really hot.
Thighs, yeah.
But there's no, like, you know, if some girl has some huge set of cans and she's walking down the street, I'm not, like, going to turn my head and go, oh, my God, you know?
Right, but...
It just doesn't... I don't know. I just think... Guys that do that kind of stuff, it's so...
Guys
so
can't help but look
at
but we talked about this.
So
you guys
it just annoys me. I find it annoying. I don't hang out with any kind of guys like that.
That like check out breasts all the time.
Like, oh my God. If I'm like eating at a restaurant and I'm hanging out with a group of guy friends that I'm friends with, and if they turn my head, they go, oh my God, look at that girl, look at this set of cans over there on that chick. Like I'm not probably not gonna hang out with that person.
You're probably like done and done. Yeah, those kind of guys
I hate dudes like that.
I do too. I'm glad you're not that kind of dude.
I hate it, but I can appreciate a female's body and like how hot it is.
Right,
you know?
Exactly.
But I'm not gonna, you know, sound the alarm.
Right, exactly.
You know?
Well, what we're talking about with breasts is that some women like their breasts touched, right? And some women aren't as enthusiastic about it. So you just have to like get to know. But a lot of women, like I said earlier, is that a nipple orgasm is the second most common orgasm there is on the planet.
Yeah.
So a lot of women, you need to touch their breasts. You need to get to know their breasts. And there's also a myth out there that the bigger the breast size, the more sensitive she is. And that's actually not true. Have you ever heard that before?
I have not.
So the sensitivity of the breast has nothing to do with size. And statistically, the left breast is bigger. Mm-hmm. You knew that? Hold on. I never knew that. I'm feeling if my breast is bigger on the left-hand side. I do know that they are different, but I didn't know it was a left. And so yeah, nipple orgasms are the most sensitive. Is the second most common. And also, for women, don't be afraid to touch your own breast during sex. If it feels good and he's not touching your breasts, then you can touch your own breast. You think it's kind of hot when a woman touches her breast and it feels good to us too, right? When you have your breasts touch them all the time, they feel really good.
I just feel weird when they're touching their breasts and they're trying to look hot And
Oh, do you think they're doing it?
They're like staring at me. They're trying to like turn me on and be like, "Oh, look, I'm like feeling on my breast."
But sometimes it feels good to touch your own breast. There's nothing wrong with that.
I want to laugh.
You're like, yeah, nice porn star moves. Get the hell out and take your panties with you. That's exactly how you feel. Okay,
I feel bad for any chicks that do try hard like that.
Have you been with a woman where you're like, what's up with the porn star moves?
That would like turn a lot of guys on. But I just think I find it's funny.
Cliche.
I find it cliche, and when girls like really try really hard to be sexy, like they don't have to do that. I get embarrassed. I get embarrassed for them.
Like, what do they do?
You see, when girls like, they're grabbing their breasts and they're like staring at you, trying to be super sexy and hot. Like, I find
I know
that
what
like
you mean.
I'm watching Dave Chappelle or something doing stand up. I think it's hilarious.
I know what you mean. But guys do that stuff too. But I guess it is more women because with the proliferation of porn, I think that women.
What are guys doing, touching their own body to make themselves? Look hot
but guys just like. No, I guess it's more the women because porn is so much about female performance. Mm-hmm. If you're watching like heterosexual porn, there are some breast don'ts, things that you should never do with breasts. Don't use your nails on her breasts. Don't scrape her breasts. It's kind of an obvious. Don't twist her nipples. Don't slap her boobs unless she asks you to.
There's a very popular internet video of a guy slapping a girl's boobs. It made to like Tosh.0 and stuff like that. He was like a wedding DJ, and out of nowhere, he doesn't realize that people are paying attention to him, and everyone's dancing, and he's playing music, and then there's this girl that's standing there, and he just starts slapping her breasts like back and forth.
The DJ at a wedding?
At a wedding. It was hilarious.
That is so funny. Yeah, don't do that.
So type in wedding DJ slapping breasts. And then you'll see it.
Okay, we should post that on the interweb.
Yeah.
On our website.
sexwithemily.com.
Yeah. Okay, and don't use any rough biting. As with anything, if you're starting with new kinds of touch or with a new person, start slowly. Start very, very slowly. Don't leave a lot of hickeys on the breast. Don't do that. First, touch her breasts over her clothing. Do you know how good that feels? It feels really good when a guy touches your breast through your clothes and doesn't go right for him. So slowly undress her. Start with softness. Like I said, always start softly. Don't go right in for the pinching and the hard. Like start with like soft touching and caressing, and stay there a while and caress and see what she likes. Because a lot of women have different sensitivities on different part of their breast. Some women love their nipples touched. Some women like the areas around their breast touched, the areola. You need to just experiment and see. Ask her too. It's like such an important thing that guys don't often do. And I have been guys who have. They're like, how does that feel? Is that good? Mm-hmm. Sometimes you can tell if she's moaning or whatever. But the guys who go in and they're just like, and then they're done, is so annoying.
There was this girl that I was hanging out with that had very large breasts. She wouldn't let me have sex with her, but she would let me play with her breasts like all day long.
Did you like doing that?
It's fine. I mean, I guess that's all we're gonna do, you know.
Right.
But we hung out like a couple of times, and then I go, I'm kind of bored with this.
Was she turned on with her by her breasts?
Yeah. But
so did she have orgasms through her breasts?
No, I don't think so. But I did. I've hung out with a young lady. I wish I could get her on the phone right now and talk about it. She's totally cool, but now she's dating some crazy boyfriend that doesn't let her do anything, makes her change her phone number and get
Come
off
on,
Facebook.
Seriously?
Yeah. So I wish we could talk to her, but
why? Because she had nipple orgasms.
Yeah, and I want to know because she actually had her breasts done after, and I want to know if she can still do that.
Oh, interesting. This is one of your two women who had boob jobs after you dated them.
Yeah, maybe we can call her sister because I'm cool with her sister.
Yeah,
sister
do that. They say sometimes they become more sensitive after you get a boob job. So you never know. So if you can make the nipples tense, if you want to make the nipples hard, by placing both your fingers on either side of the nipple and push down slightly with your fingers apart.
Like you're rolling a joint.
Like you're rolling a joint, exactly. Like you're rolling a joint, and start gentle and see how she likes her breasts, how her breasts touch. So now use your mouth. It's important to use your mouth. You can like suck on her nipples. You can breathe on your nipples. That feels good. The cool and the hot sensation, like you're sucking and then you pull back and you breathe on them.
I heard it's a good place to put semen too. That's just
a lot of men like to come between the breasts. Sure, they do. Right.
I try to say it in a clinical way, and you just bust out the C word,
like titty effing.
Yeah. No.
And then you come on her breasts.
Yes.
Pearl necklace.
The pearl necklace.
I know all the stuff.
And then I heard that you're supposed to throw like $20 bills on top afterwards or something like that.
Gucci purses, whatever.
That's what I heard. And then you're supposed to pour champagne on top of the
$6 champagne. Do it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Your $6 champagne. I want to try it. So, Adam and Eve has this Stay Erect nipple gel.
Yeah.
So you just drop a dab of this peppermint flavored gel for long lasting hard nipples. It's made with essence of peppermint and menthol. It lasts for hours and increases the sensitivity and stiffness of your nipples. Go to adamandeve.com, use coupon code Emily at checkout. You get 50% off most items, plus your first item, plus you get the free Kim Kardashian sex CD, the sex tape.
Yeah.
They're throwing in this. Everyone who orders from adamandeve.com right now is getting the Kim Kardashian sex CD. And I kind of want to order something because I've never seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you get a free gift and all that, free shipping and all that stuff. So if you want your nipples to stay hard, try the Stay Erect nipple gel. Do you think it's hot when the nipples are hard? Do you pay attention to that? That subtlety of, it's hot now. It's hard now. It's not hard
I mean,
then.
I don't find it hot when, I don't get turned on or go crazy when, girls wearing a t-shirt and nipples are hard.
Right. Some guys are like, look at her nips.
Yeah, people go crazy for that kind of stuff. Not your
thing.
Whatever. But, it's cool.
It's fine.
I sound like I'm like not interested in women at all.
I know.
Podcast, but I am, honestly.
I know.
I was just thinking before you started reading about Adam and Eve, if I could probably find a girl, no problem. They'll let me like pour champagne on her breast.
Yeah, no problem.
But I want to see if I can find a girl. I ask her if I can pour champagne on her breast, but while I'm doing that, I want to let her know that this is $6.99 Trader Joe's champagne and see if she's still down for it. I go, I want to pour champagne on her breast, and then she'll go, okay, fine. I go, yeah. By the way, this is $6.99 Trader Joe's
because
champagne.
It's so cheap, you mean? She might be like, why isn't it the Veuve Clicquot or something? Yeah.
I want to see if I could pull that off.
Yeah. I'm sure you could find the right chicks. They'd be like, $6.99, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You never know. Women feel differently about different things.
I need to put
Good
that
luck to you.
And then after I do that, maybe I'll bust out the Charles Shaw, the $2 Chuck.
Oh God, Menace! Have a good time there.
Maybe we should do like
that whole date would cost you $8.99.
I know, expensive. I would have to. We should just make notes of like just crazy things that we want to do in 2012.
Yeah, and you want to pour $6.99
champagne
champagne on a girl's breasts.
Yeah,
dude, write it down. Everyone needs resolutions and goals for the new year.
We need to still go to Vegas sometime.
We're just to go. I want to go tomorrow. Isn't it happening this week?
Yeah,
I know. I was going to make it happen. Are they? It makes me tense. I really wanted to go. So one more thing about nipples: don't just stick to the nipple. So lick the space between her breasts. Lick under her breast, around her breast, between her breasts. This whole area feels really good.
Maybe under her breast is kind of sweaty though.
Oh God. Maybe she showered before. Well, maybe
Hopefully.
You just put champagne there, lick it up. You won't taste the sweat. There you go. Deal.
Cool.
Okay, so that's some breast information, or all the things you need to know about breast in 2012. We're going to start dissecting different body parts this year. It'll be awesome.
One day I'll be able to pour spade champagne on a girl's breast, but just not now.
Spade champagne?
Spade.
That's the best kind?
That's the best kind.
I thought that...
It used to be Cristal, but those fools are racist, so... Don't drink Cristal anymore.
Oh, okay. I'll throw it
Everyone
away.
has moved on to spade champampane.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm not
honey.
saying that they're racist.
No.
That's what everyone on the street
Everyone
says.
says they're racist. Okay,
Yeah.
so there's another... Okay, so whatever kind of champagne, you just should pour it on a breast. I think you should make it a goal for January.
Okay.
I think you should have a sex goal every month, every year. That means by the end of this year, you'll have tried 12 new things.
Cool.
I'll do it too. Tomorrow I'll
Done.
tell you what it is. Okay, everyone. Thanks for listening to Sex with Emily. Was it good for you? Email me feedback@sexwithemily.com.